What's up, everybody? Tonight's ice cream review is a 2-for-1 special. Chocolate bunny tracks and cookies, candies, and brownies from Blue Bunny. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy in these very chaotic times, but I have a job to do. As long as you're here to watch me, I will be eating and telling you what I think about all sorts of fun stuff, namely ice cream. That's how I made my name. That's why a lot of you subscribe to this channel. Some of you like the kids, some of you like the ice cream, but ice cream is my thing. If you guys didn't know, my original handle on Instagram before I got into some legal trouble was Powered by Ice Cream. It's my first love. It's my favorite food. And unfortunately, there hasn't been a lot of new stuff coming out lately. So it's been spread out, but I'm gonna do my best to get some things when I go out to the store. Ice cream's sold out a lot lately, which is strange to me because you would think people would buy non-perishables when they're not leaving the house that often. But what better to eat when you're trapped inside the house than some Blue Bunny? Okay, there's probably better stuff, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to keep it topical. So these are Blue Bunny's 2 newest flavors, and for the most part, Blue Bunny is a very run-of-the-mill brand. I don't have coronavirus. I have seasonal allergies. Some would say even that Blue Bunny is mediocre. I'd probably go that far for the most part. Every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, they come out with a gem. Cookie butter, the old Doodle, which I didn't get the newest version of Doodle, never came out in Florida, but the old Doodle, great stuff. I gave cookie butter a 10. It was one of my favorite ice creams of, was it a year ago? 2 years ago? I don't even know. I haven't lost track. Last year was terrible for ice cream. This year doesn't look like it's going to be much better given the situation we're in, but I'm going to make the best of it. So what we have here is the 2 newest flavors. They are a little more calorie dense than you're used to seeing from Blue Bunny. This one is 250 and this one is 230. Both have some very interesting flavor profiles, so I'm going to give them a shot and tell you guys what I think. So let's go with cookies, candies, and brownies first. 3 things that I love, and you probably do too. Cookie dough flavored ice cream, mini chocolate candies, aka M&Ms, brownie and cookie dough pieces, fudge and caramel swirls, mad mix-ins, 2 swirls. Hopefully, even if the base ice cream isn't that great, the swirls will make up for it. But there's only one way to find out. It's time to scoop it, and as you can see, somebody or some buddies have already dug in a little bit. So here we go. So as you can see, the swirls unfortunately are not that great. You would think that when you look on the bottom, you would get more, but I'm not digging all the way to the bottom of this container to get to these swirls. That's unacceptable. I shouldn't have to. The other mix-ins, though, there are plenty of. I have never been a fan of putting M&Ms in ice cream, but if you're going to do it, going the mini route is definitely the way you should go. The regular size M&Ms get too hard, and they just kind of get in the way, especially in an ice cream like this one. There's a lot of mix-ins. The brownie and cookie dough pieces are soft and delicious. Nice chewiness to them. Enjoying that part of it. And it seems to me that the swirl is a bamboozling, a hoodwinking, because you would think there's going to be tons of them in there based on the exterior, but you have to scrape down on the edges, and then you realize they're not in the middle, they're just on the outside. I mean, you get a little bit, but leaves a lot to be desired. Not to mention, I've seen all but zilch. Oh, hold on. Had to dig. There you guys see some of the fudge swirl. It's in there. You just got to look for it. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely good when you get it, but I shouldn't have to work that hard. The base itself, in spite of not really tasting like cookie dough that much, it's very sweet and delicious, so it's got that going for it. This ice cream reminds me a lot of Monster Cookie from Blue Bunny. A lot of mix-ins. I mean, you see the packaging, it's very colorful. Read the description, it sounds amazing. And you think to yourself, how could this be disappointing? And yet, somehow, it is. In this case, judging by how many mix-ins are advertised as being in here, I was underwhelmed by the density. Maybe this would work better in a pint. I don't know. The swirls really let me down because I thought for sure there would be a bigger concentration based on how it looks on the outside. But as I showed you guys, it's It's pretty sparse. While this is a letdown, I wouldn't say it's one of the worst Blue Bunny flavors I've ever had. There's still a okay amount of mix-ins if you want to eat enough of it. So not terrible, but not something that I would go out of my way. I would not risk life and limb currently to go out and get. I'm giving this one a 6 out of 10. Moving on to chocolate bunny tracks. Chocolate ice cream with chocolatey peanut butter bunnies, chocolatey covered peanuts, and caramel and fudge swirls. I love bunny tracks. I don't know about you guys. I love regular bunny tracks. So I'm hoping this one is just as delicious. And once again, we have double swirls. So hopefully we're not let down like the last flavor. All right. If there's one thing I can say about these two ice creams, it's that they're consistent. Their flaws and strengths are almost exactly the same. A lot of mix-ins. For sure. A lot of the chocolate covered peanuts, which I love. It's one of my favorite mix-ins, period. The chocolate peanut butter bunnies are delicious. They're like little mini Reese's bunnies. And here's the problem. And the chocolate base is fine. It's acceptable. It's not amazing. It's acceptable. Here's the problem. Once again, do you see any swirls? Exactly. There's supposed to be two types of swirls in here, caramel and fudge. Look, you can't see them. Halfway down through a big container like this, you should see something. That's unacceptable. And yeah, there might be a little ribbon of fudge here and there, but I shouldn't have to scoop on the outside to get to the swirl. Still, when you get a good spoonful, the crunch, the chocolate, oh, it's really good. But then again, I'm a sucker for nuts and ice cream, especially chocolate covered ones. I'm not as disappointed. I'm a little let down by the swirls again, but I kind of knew what to expect based on how the other one went. This one's pretty decent, man. I'm not really mad at this one. It honestly, if you wouldn't have advertised the swirls, I would have liked this the way it is. I just have to rate it as kind of what I expected. I expected swirls and I didn't get that, so that's kind of a bummer. But you know what? Solid chocolate flavor here. We got lots of cool mix-ins. If you like chocolate and peanut butter, you're gonna like this, but don't get excited for the caramel. Don't get excited for the swirls, period, because you're not getting them. I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe.
Peace out.